nothing ever prepares you for, oh my gosh, the day you bury your parent. For the day you see your dad take his final breath. And for the day that you utter the words, oh my god, I said I wouldn't cry. But then, everyone has been telling me to just feel it. So let's feel it. Sorry. For the day that you utter the words, he's gone and he's never gonna come back. The mere fact that I am standing here tonight in front of all of you is still so surreal to me. Because, I never thought I'd be at the front lines of a wake, let alone, writing a eulogy for my dad. Tonight, and for the last few nights, we have honored Ricky Davao, veteran actor and director, loved and revered by many. Another loss to the industry. He was Ricky and direct to most, but to us, he was papa, uncle, and lolo sa aming magkakapatid, mga pamangkin niya at mga apo niya. We all know Papa was a very private person. He was very different with his friends, on set, and at home. So let me enlighten you guys on who Ricky Davao, bubbly uncle, dad, and lolo, who he is. So Papa was a man of few words, but he always showed up whenever he could. I'd always text him on Telegram, yung mga random lang na sinesend ko sa kanya what I'd be doing, like, oh dad, I'm eating this, dad, I'm dancing, I have a performance tomorrow by the way, yung ganun, this and that, sometimes I wouldn't get a reply, but minsan natatampo ako kay dad, but then I know from, na he's a busy man, and I really understand that, kasi when he's at work, alam naman natin si dad, when he's at work, he's locked in talaga, nothing's gonna deter him from what he's doing. We all know that about that. And, alam naman natin yan. But sometimes I'd get that signature, I love you, is I love, with a capital I, Y-O-U, all caps, exclamation point with a matte red heart. That's a specific red heart. And from him, or a simple, I'm proud of you. And it would make my day talaga. So one thing about that remains consistent between how he is at home and how he is on set or at work and with his friends is how exaggerated and full of life he is. So a little anecdote. Back in 2023, I was a new driver back then. I had a non-prof license already, so I could drive. But at the time, my mom didn't really want me to drive alone kasi syempre delikado ko sa roads, diba? And yun. So at the time, my mom was abroad, and then she allowed me to go to meet my friend in Podium, dun sa Ortigas. So pumunta ako dun on my own. Pero skinatch ko yung kotse. Oh. So syempre, sinabi ko kay mom, sinabi ko kay papa. Pero they didn't really get mad because bago pa lang ako. But then I did another stupid thing. I took the car without permission to go to Dad's surprise birthday sa Pasig. Shout out sa Wednesday Club, sina Tito Bibet, Kuya Rafa, we were all there. Tito Serafin, yes, we were all there. Yeah, that night, family. So I took the car without permission to that celebration kasi I don't know, I just wanted to prove something to myself that yeah, I could drive on my own at night, I'm so cool. I wasn't even 18 yet, oh my gosh. The bunso things, I guess. And then, ayun, and then I stayed over at another house. And then, after that, Dad gave me a sermon. And it was the first time he ever gave me a grand sermon. And guys, when I say, parang nakaupo ako sa couch, and then nasa nanay kami sa bahay, parang nasa entablado si Dad. Oh my God, you cannot do that. And I think that's what makes Dad so funny, so great. That's just the person he is. He's just that guy. He's just the same. Parang nasa entablado talaga siya. He is just born to be a performer. It's just in him. He didn't have to train himself. It was just there. He just had to develop it, over the years as based on the stories that we've been hearing from his friends. Yeah. And
I don't know, at the time, kasi dad doesn't really like sermon me. But then at the time, I was even telling sina ate, kasi they were there also as I was getting sermon. Like, I was telling them, ate, record mo to, para maalala mo tong memory na to. Kasi I don't know, I just found it so funny. Ayan, record mo to, yeah. And then, ayun, so, ayan, dad always takes his pagiging director kasi wherever he goes. Like, alam naman natin, when dad, like, takes photos, he's always like this. Like that. Always. Graduation ko, nandun, like, he was always taking photos. As we were marching, after nag-march ako, like, bumaba na kami, picture ulit, ganun, every time. And, yan, that's never gonna, dad always loves to document, it's never gonna, like, he's never gonna not document everything, because that's just how he is. And more importantly, dad loves performing. It was his life. And I'm eternally grateful that we share this same passion as well. So, Papa, he may be gone, but I find comfort in knowing that he lives on in me and my siblings, in what we do, and in what we love. I remember the day that Dad first got me into the ICU back then, and it was a whirlwind of emotions everywhere talaga. I was confused because, Dad was just doing okay. Because Dad to me is just Dad. Like, he'll always be that guy. He'll always be that super guy, like just working all the time and like, parang non-stop talaga siya. Like, he's always on the go. We all know that about Dad. And because the day after, I had like exams and I had like stuff to do pa, major things that in my life. And sa totoo lang, ayoko na tumuloy yun. But I thought to myself, what would Dad want me to do? And then, Papa wouldn't want me to stop on his account. And that pretty much sums up who he is as a person and as a parent. He always pushed us to be our best. And there are so many things about Dad that I still do not know. Like, from the perspective of his friends, from like the directors, like the production, people from production that he's worked with, his friends, and other people that he's just at least encountered, like very briefly, but really like impacted them. Ayun, like that's why like tonight and for the last few nights, I really appreciate every single person here who's approached me and my siblings, or have even like come up here and talked about Dad and like shared their memories, whether kalokohan man yan or a bit emotional or just like a very brief encounter. It really, really means a lot because parang it's hearing about these stories. It's like hearing about the side of Dad. Parang like piecing the parts of Papa that we don't know about, but we really would like to know. So, I guess, Papa, I know you're here. I know that you're seeing this, that you're seeing everyone here to honor you. Thank you for being a light in our lives, and oh my gosh, I will always and forever be proud to call myself your bunso. Thank you.